first order of business, you have to find the right size to fit the engine head. You do want to take off the engine head first so you can get to the bottom screws of the base engine right here. So yeah, okay. Got a hold of that. Good thing about these screws, you can unscrew them real fast, and it's accurate. Stick it back down in there. Screw these and screw these bolts real fast. If you want to skip through this, just go to the next section and just keep skipping forward. Okay. Now that the engine's head is off, set it right on the paper towel and continue on to the next step. Another vital thing to a gummy engine is that this is the top where the spark plug goes. And the thing is, it's all gummied up in there, or gummed up in there. You want to clean that off before you put that back on. The top of that is also gummy. There's a big spot right there that should be cleaned off, so impurities do not mix in with the engine. So go ahead, tear off a paper towel and just wipe around the edges, soak it up, and then continue on to the next step, which I will go forward on. The next one you want to use is another Allen key. You want to go down to the bottom screws and start unscrewing the first screw on the engine base. Once you're done with that, move on to the other one, and so forth. Once you have completed that step, you must move on. The thing is, you have the throttle right here, which needs to come attached from your carburetor. Oh, and a step before that, I'm sorry, is that you have to take off your muffler. Deattach the muffler. You can keep it attached to the engine itself, but deattach it from the body. Also, deattach the fuel line and the compression line to the gas tank. Attach the fuel line to where the compression hose goes, so that no fuel leaks out. Take this off and just turn it one way, and then it should properly just pop off without breaking. So once you have done that and you've got your engine free, you go down into your one-way bearing and you need to take out those 4 screws. Yet only I have 2, because I've come to this problem more than once in my time, so I just stopped putting in the 4 screws so I could access it much faster. If you have the Team Integy screws, it is the green screwdriver that goes into these bolts. Doing this when the engine is on the mount is really hard because there's a divot right here where it will not let you take it out. It will probably pop off, so I suggest you hold on to that receiver before you let it go. That was a big mistake that I had. The needle that I was talking about that goes in here is this piece right here. That thing needs to come out of that hole right there. No need to reset these screws. Just set your engine down onto your piece of paper towel. Tear off another piece of paper towel. Wipe it dry. Once it's all dry, that is all the gummy flue that came, all the gummy engine gas that was on there. All that black stuff and that yellow stuff right there. Some of it's unburned, some of it's burned. So, usually just drying it off is not enough to completely fix the problem. Sometimes you need to get WD-40, or in this case, I have Advanced Auto Parts MPL, which works and smells just like WD-40. All you need to do, spray a little bit on the top. Spray a little bit on the top, and then that should be fine. Go ahead and reassemble your roto start. So you have this is where the initial key, Allen key, goes in to start it. That goes in first. You really do not want to forget the spring. It has a reliable, it is reliable in some way, which I'm not sure, but you don't want to be missing that. You get this black piece that sits in right in the Allen key spot, which it has a hole on the back of it for the spring. Trying to get this thing to fit. Again, skip through this part if you already know how to assemble your roto starter. Another smart thing that you should probably do is spray some WD-40 in there just to get that all loose. Again, the hole inside that black piece, you are to drop that in there and it should properly stay there. The spring. Now you set that down, you go back to your roto start with the pin, and you go ahead and stick this pin back in. Ta-da! Okay. Next, you go and stick your whole roto start back on there that you have completely re-put back together. You really need to hold on to this rotor start, or if you let it go off of the engine before putting on the first screw, you will lose all your pieces. Try to hand screw in the first screw onto your rotor start before you start screwing it in with the screw. Once you screw in the first screw, you may now release it and screw in the next screw, which would be a lot easier.